Hey, this is Pastor Frank with a follow-up to last week's message as we're following Jesus into our summer. And what would Jesus speak into our lives? And what would Jesus want us to learn as we follow him into the summer? Last Sunday was priorities. Moses is such an interesting individual. The first 40 years of his life, he lived as a prince of Egypt, and the next 40 years of his life, he lived as a shepherd. And then at the age of 80, he becomes a prophet of God. And as Moses writes Psalm 90, he speaks about God being eternal, God being forever, and us being created beings that are mortals. And we as human beings need to learn to count our days and to realize that each one of them is precious and we only have so many. And how do we choose to spend them? Priorities. What are the things that you need to be spending time on in your life? What are the things you need to be spending less time on in your life? What are the things that's happening in your life that you need to get rid of? It's just a waste. We need to look at our lives and plan with an eternal perspective because we only get so many days. Priorities. Next week, we're going to begin a brand new series called Messengers. As we enter into the summer, there's an amazing group of people called prophets. And prophets were messengers of God. They speak to people on behalf of God. And what we're going to do for the summer, starting in July, is we're going to study one of the very first prophets, a guy named Joel. Joel is a prophet that's mentioned in Acts chapter 2. Joel was an amazing person that prophesied probably around right before the Assyrian Empire. And so we're going to spend the first 3 weeks with Joel. Joel's an amazing book, a lot of forthtelling and foretelling. We'll talk about that. And then we're going to look at the last prophet, minor prophet in the Bible, a guy named Malachi. And so messengers. If you would, start praying for the people from our church that are heading to the Philippines on a missions trip. I want you to be lifting up people like Pastor Vince and Fina and just the whole team. John Huang's going to be going, and many people are going to be heading to the Philippines for the next 10 days to 2 weeks, serving the Lord there. We need to pray for them. They're representing us. They are our messengers, and they're our hands and feet and love as they're going and ministering in the Philippines. So hope you're having a good summer. And I hope you're having time just with God, and you're having time of peace. You're having lots of enjoyment this summer. I pray that you're resting this summer. I pray that you're on mission this summer and you're finding purpose and meaning. I hope that you're being blessed this summer as you follow Christ. Look forward to seeing you next Sunday. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.